You know, sometimes you really do get exactly what you pay for. Welcome or welcome back to Strategically Styled. My name is Lisa. I'm a woman over 50, and this channel is dedicated to helping you achieve your style goals. And if one of your goals is to repair a pair of shoes where the insole has separated from the sole, stay tuned. But first, I will ask, like I do, if at any point, at any time you find yourself liking this video, I appreciate it if you click the thumbs up and like the video, consider clicking the subscribe button and joining this community, and click the notification bell so you will be notified when new content is uploaded. Please and thank you. Perhaps you don't live in a place where you are near a cobbler, and increasingly they are getting harder to find, but you have a situation where you have a pair of shoes that you really like, but the sole and insole are separated. Maybe I have the solution. I thrifted my shoes from the place for 25 cents earlier this spring, and I was so excited to wear them. But then when I finally did, that is what happened. The insole and the sole separated, and they have a nice cork wedge heel, and the straps are actual leather. And I thought, before I just pitch these and just whatever, let me give it a shot. Let me give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? Also, I do need to apologize. All around me in the distance, everybody is out edge trimming or mowing the grass or something, so some of that sound might get picked up on the video. Sorry. I used a product that I've used in the past called Shoe Goo, and it is a very strong, like rubber cement almost kind of consistency. I will caution you, if you do this, please make sure you are in a well-ventilated area. Open the windows, go outside on the porch, on the deck, phone a friend and let them know what you're doing so somebody can drive by and check on you later. It's very potent. Also, you want to avoid getting it on your skin as well. Even if you put it on just for a second and then try to take it off, sometimes it's a lot of scrubbing just to get the residue off, and you certainly don't want to get it on your nails. So I decided to use just a plastic utensil, but you can use a toothpick or what you have that's not your hands, and spread it around to make good contact. I put it on both surfaces, and then I squished it together as firmly as possible. Once you do that, you want to go around and get rid of any excess that is oozing around out of the sides, because when it dries, it'll dry that way and it gets very hard, and then you're going to have to like get out the sander and just do too much. It says on the directions to allow it to dry 24 to 48 hours. What I chose to do was to weight mine down using some old hand weights and allow it to sit for, I did this on Tuesday, and then I let it sit there until Monday. Test out my handiwork. I decided to wear the shoes every day that week, and this was the week leading up to the 4th of July. I wore them every day except for Wednesday when I went walking in the park and I just wore my sneakers. But every other day I did wear them, even though I did not document every single time I had them on. So here's the question: did it work? I am pleased to inform you that yes, it went the distance. I wore them up and down stairs, out on the sidewalk, everywhere. And the soles, I don't even think now wild horses could separate these. It's really strong, a really good bond. But there were some other issues that arose in the process. First of all, there's like a veneer. This is a cork heel, as I mentioned, but there's like this veneer on top of it for decorative reasons, I suppose. And I guess I'm just doing too much and walking, but it started scraping off, and look how the back of this heel is. So not a fan of that, but more disconcertingly was now that I got the left shoe together, on the right shoe, look what happened. I just can't. So again, these shoes cost me 25 cents. And while I could now turn this over to a professional and have them retuck this back in under the sole, like, I feel like I fought the good fight here. I tried. Y'all, I tried. But I think it's the end of the road for me and my new 25 cents wedge-heeled sandals. Obviously, they had more wear than I had anticipated when I purchased them. And that's just the dark side of thrifting. Sometimes you don't know what you don't know about the history of the item you are buying. In other news, if you are regular here, you might be looking at this background and like, where is she now? Where I am now is I am in the new home of the Lisa Lounge. Some of you may be aware I am now an empty nester. My youngest son moved out in May. This is his former room, now the Lisa Lounge, and I'm very excited about that. Not excited that he moved out, but I'm excited for a Lisa Lounge where I have a little bit more room to organize my clothes and have everything in one space. Super excited. So the wall behind me as I'm filming, this is it. It's just a regular bookcase where I have some bags, and that's Maniqua, who was a birthday gift to me from the husband. Throughout this room on the wall, I have these fabulous hooks because the previous occupant was a collector of guitars for reasons, and so I've been finding them useful for storing some of my belts and jewelry, so shout out to the son for that. I'm unclear what direction to go with the wall color here in the new Lisa Lounge. I think this is called the chimney breast. It's the chimney from the fireplace downstairs, and this wall is kind of a turquoise color, whereas this wall and this wall are more of a sky bluish color. I'm also going to show you the floor. What has been going on in here? It's almost like wild horses and elephants and Jumanji or something. I don't know. Why is this floor so jacked up? I have no idea. So I'm leaning more towards carpeting, but then maybe I just want a rug. Maybe I want to refinish the floor and just get a nice area rug. Decisions. Anyway, that is the video. I hope you got some useful information here, as well as some encouragement to maybe take on that DIY shoe repair that you have been putting off for far too long. Thank you so much for watching, and until we meet again, I hope your day is blessed and stylish.